Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Robinson Responds. Let's get right to it. Sunday's action was all about the quarterbacks. Sunday Night Football, you talk about a tale of two halves between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first half was all Chargers, specifically the play of quarterback Justin Herbert. He did his thing in that game in the first half. The second half, it was all about Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. And this game turned out to be a thriller. And this was one definitely for the ages. So the NFL is a quarterbacks league currently. And Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert represent the class of 2020. Both gentlemen were in the 2020 NFL draft. Burrow was the number one overall pick in the 2020 NFL draft. Herbert was the sixth overall pick. And since these two have been in the league, they have done solid. They've not just solid, they've done great things in such a short amount of time. And these two franchises have come a long way, both Bengals and the Chargers. And we were in for a treat on Sunday night. Both of these quarterbacks making awesome plays, making great throws. But in the end, it was the Chargers that, not just with Herbert moving his team down the field, but they got the go-ahead touchdown from J.K. Dobbins. Despite the Bengals losing yet another game, Joe Burrow played a great game. T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, they both played good games as well. But the kicker for the Bengals, Evan McPherson, missed 2 field goals in this game. If McPherson didn't miss those 2 field goals, could the Bengals possibly have won that game? Maybe. We'll never know. But the bottom line is that Sunday Night Football was a thrilling game between two young, hungry, tough, and awesome quarterbacks, Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert. So the Los Angeles Chargers would go on to beat the Cincinnati Bengals 34-27. Let's stay with the quarterbacks for a moment. The Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. And then there were none. No more undefeated teams in the National Football League. The Bills hand the Chiefs their first loss of the season. Buffalo beating Kansas City 30-21. Bills quarterback Josh Allen completed 27 out of 40 passes for 262 yards. He had a touchdown pass, and he had the go-ahead rushing touchdown, which sealed the deal for the Bills to win the game. Patrick Mahomes, very shaky game, only had 196 passing yards, 3 touchdown passes, and 2 interceptions. So Kansas City and Buffalo, could this be a preview of maybe the AFC Championship or maybe an AFC divisional playoff game? Who knows? In the NFL, you just never know. But this was a highly anticipated game. Everybody was waiting for Mahomes and Allen, another chapter in this great rivalry of quarterbacks. We talked about great rivalries with the likes of Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow, and we've got a great one with Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. And also just what I alluded to earlier about the first game, I talked about Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert. But Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, yet another chapter in this great rivalry. And the Bills, hey, Buffalo, they've been playing well. Buffalo's a tough team. It's almost like different styles when you've got Kansas City and Buffalo. Kansas City is a team that's built on style and finesse. Buffalo is just powerful and tough, and they'll do whatever it takes to get a victory. And certainly Bills fans were definitely excited up there in Western New York as Buffalo beat Kansas City 30-21. Also, some more quarterback play to talk about. The rookie out of the University of Oregon, Bo Nix, having 4 touchdown passes as the Denver Broncos, they steamrolled the Atlanta Falcons 38-6. Sean Payton, strong consideration for Coach of the Year honors and what he's done so far with his rookie quarterback, Bo Nix. I mean, that was just a masterful performance by Bo and the Broncos offense. Again, the Broncos beating the Falcons 38-6. The Seattle Seahawks, They come from behind to beat the San Francisco 49ers 20-17. Geno Smith, don't count him out. He scored the go-ahead rushing touchdown to win the game for the Seahawks. Seattle beat the 49ers 20-17. And while we're staying with quarterbacks, the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers, Russell Wilson didn't play his best game, but he made the plays what were necessary. He had 205 passing yards. Lamar Jackson, only 207 passing yards. He had a touchdown pass and an interception. But this game was really about running game and specifically defense, not to mention Ravens kicker Justin Tucker. He missed a couple of field goals in this contest. Again, Ravens Steelers, again, another chapter in this great, hard-hitting, fierce, and intense rivalry. Steelers beat the Ravens 18-16. Also, some more things that caught my eye. The LA Rams beat the New England Patriots 28-22. The Detroit Lions just steamrolled the Jacksonville Jaguars 52-6. Doug Peterson, head coach of the Jaguars, his job is in jeopardy. We'll see how that all plays out going forward. The Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears, another rivalry game in the NFC North. The Bears missed the field goal. Packers hold on to win. Matt Eberflus, his job is on the line as well. We'll see what happens up there in the Windy City. The Minnesota Vikings hold on to beat the Tennessee Titans 23-13. The Miami Dolphins beat the Las Vegas Raiders 34-19. Anthony Richardson, what a strong comeback from him. He gets the starting job back as the quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. Colts beat Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets 28-27. Richardson scores the go-ahead rushing touchdown and would get the help the Colts get the victory. And the jury's still out on the Jets losing to the Indianapolis Colts 28-27. And Darren Rizzi, 2-0 so far as the interim head coach for the New Orleans Saints, as the Saints would go on to beat the Cleveland Browns 35-14. A familiar friend returned to New Orleans, Jameis Winston, but let's just say the Saints spoiled the homecoming. Jameis was happy to be back in the city, but he was sad at the same token the Browns could not come up with a victory. And I know that it's still very early, but since the coaching change, the Saints have played with urgency. They've played with a lot of fire since Darren Rizzi has been the interim head coach. Will he be the permanent head coach? Only time will tell. But right now, Coach Rizzi is the interim, and he's also the special teams coordinator. He is currently 2-0 as an NFL head coach with the New Orleans Saints, beating the Cleveland Browns 35-14. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Remember to click like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.